Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of my YouTube channel, and to the members, thank you for your continued support in the direction of no bullshittery. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? It's free. Anyway, people, it's Sunday, the 2nd. It's the Lord's Day, the day of rest. It certainly is. I had a chilled out night last night. Just sat and watched TV. I binge watched Reacher. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, I have heard people the last couple of days, Trevor, switch on the news. The answer to that is absolutely no, because I don't pay for TV license and I won't watch any of that propaganda. In fact, if anything, the media today is awash with propaganda. I know and you know, we know this for the last, 3, 4, 5, forever, the media hate President Trump. Many of you don't like him either, but that's your opinion and you're entitled to that. And I implore you not to like everyone. It's not everyone's to like. As a person, I want to point this out. As a person, I don't think Donald Trump's a nice guy. My opinion. But as a president, I think he's fabulous. And you may not like that either. Well, the media are now saying this, ready? They've no truth. Again, the media propaganda. The media are saying that they've noticed, or should I say, the media are saying they may have noticed a secret sign that may have shown that Zelenskyy had been set up. So that's the media saying they don't know. We don't know. They've circled a guy in the background doing this. In other words, he was trying to get someone's attention. So someone in the background of the Oval Office was trying to get the attention of a senior staff member. So the media have went, secret sign. It was a setup. I mean, the media just makes shit up. And by the way, that was in the Mail online, which aren't very trustworthy. In fact, the Mail, whenever they have a really juicy story and a beautiful headline, and you're sort of going, oh, I feel like watching that, and you go and you click onto it, you can't read their story. You have to pay a subscription fee, which is a little bit shocking. Yeah. And there's calls now in the UK, calls from MPs, Labour MPs, to cancel Donald Trump's president's state visit. Yeah. And top brass. So basically the weak people here. And you know what makes me even sick? It makes me sick. The fact that he flew in his private jet, still wearing the tracksuit, private jet. And he got a big hug from our weak, woke, terrorist-loving Prime Minister. And then he went to an office, and Rachel Reeves, who hasn't got a clue about our economy, she's proven to be completely incompetent, signs away £2.6 billion as a loan. She was able to sit there and sign £2.6 billion away to Ukraine as a loan. But she can't sign away our own taxpayers' winter fuel allowance for our pensioners. What a shitty government we have. You can give away billions in loans where you're never going to get it back, but you can't help out your own citizens. And for anyone in the comments here who think that the UK is doing a good job throwing away my sons, my grandchildren, which I probably will never ever meet, I'm probably too old, throwing away their future at a shitty conflict that a guy that doesn't want peace, you're sick in the head. And the amount of uneducated idiots that I have seen comments from in the last 4 days is appalling. It's usually from people, and listen, I'm not putting down jobs, but just let me explain. See, if you're a shelf stacker in fucking Tesco's, or you're a Just Eats delivery driver, and you're trying to give me advice on Ukraine, just shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear your nonsense. Or else, I mean, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing if you had a brain, all right? And I don't care what people say about it. I really don't. I was a soldier. I was thick. If I had been really, really intelligent, truthfully, I'd have flown a fucking jet. But I wasn't that smart. So I just fought and kicked doors in and shot people as a soldier and killed the enemy. That was my job. Pretty straightforward. So not everyone's intelligent. And the weird thing is, those that are really, really intelligent and in high jobs keep their comments to themselves. Those with a low IQ think they can fix everything in a pub, and you can't do it. It just winds me up. Well, Trevor, do you know that so basically what I get is this. I get what I call Google employees, I'll call you that, where they listen to what I've said based on information and based on maybe experience, and they Google something and something pops up on Google from an article which is probably not even worthwhile reading, and they get their comments from it. It's like they read the Beano and they go, well, no, the numbskull said that the taste buds link up to the eyesight. And it's just, it's pathetic. Listen to some people's comments. It really is. If you believe that the UK taxpayers, the UK citizens should go skint and have higher bills, pay more for their energy, pay more for fuel, pay more for clothes, pay more for rail fare, pay more for flights. If you believe that that's normal, so we can give billions away to somewhere else, then there's something wrong with you. There really is. I'm glad I got that off my chest. Anyway, there's a UK charity which is currently under investigation, right, over claims it has been funding terrorist organisations. Hamas. The charity is called Save One Life UK, where it's now been come to light that a lot of the money given to the people going, oh, you're trying to save lives, you're trying to save refugees, there you go, there's £10, there's £20. Well, money from that account is alleged to have been funneling into Hamas bank accounts. Listen, I keep telling people, but people are just stupid. Charity begins at home. Stop giving your money away to these bullshit charities. Oh, I noticed one the other day, another veterans charities cropped up. I'm not going to mention it. We will help you with your mental health. We will help house you. No, you won't. There's over 1,500 veterans charities in the UK already. What makes yours any? Oh, that's right. I get it. You're now a CEO, are you? That's a good title. So, yeah. So many CEOs of charities. Well, honestly, I don't take a wage. I just claim expenses. Oh, all right. Where are you going today? I'm meeting up with John and James. We're going for a brew. All right. But you did that before you started the charity. You did that. You did that every Friday before you started the charity. I know. Yeah. But this is now classed as a meeting. Oh, it's a meeting, is it? Okay. And who's paying for that? Oh, well, I'm just going to claim from the charity's expenses. Oh, all right. So your little weekly morning having a brew with your mates is now a meeting, is it? They're all the fucking same. All right. Yeah. Stop giving your money away and start looking after your family. If you can afford to give £10 or £15 away a month, you can afford to let your kid go out and buy shit every day and get them new trainers once a month. That's all I say. Stop doing it. And it's now come alight about the NHS. Oh, there's so much failures there. Is it the Conservative? It's the Conservative Party. It's them. All right, okay. Who was it before then? Well, it was the Conservative, then it was the Labour, and then it was Conservative, the Labour. All right, so it's the same. So it's not improving. It's just the same shit all the time. Yep. So what's happening now then? Well, the NHS is now wasting £100 million a year on transgender treatments. 100 million a year in transgender treatments. What could it do with that 100 million a year? Well, when I worked this out, they could hire 2,500 new nurses every year for that money. Oh, right, okay. So that's the wages of 2,500 nurses a year. It is, yeah. All right, okay. There's still a crisis in the NHS, is there? Yep. There's not a crisis in the NHS. There's dickheads in charge wasting taxpayers' money in projects which are fucking stupid when they should be hiring 2,500 new nurses every year. And then there wouldn't be an issue, would there? Imagine not being a waiting list. Imagine if they weren't wasting £100 million a year. Imagine 2,500 new nurses a year. Imagine that. Would there be a waiting list? Very much doubt it. Yes. Oh, and what have I got here? Oh, yeah. Oh, just so you're aware. Before I finish my video, let me just let you know. I want to say thank you to all the moderators. And it's good to see. The climate change protesters back out now that the winter's over. They're planning their summer. Isn't it great that these protesters pick the weather that suits them for climate change? It's wonderful. Yeah. Anyway, it is Sunday. I'm going to go out for Sunday lunch today. Sunday roast. I like my roast. I'm not going to cook today. I'm going to make a roast. Yes. You can't beat a roast dinner. Yorkshire pudding. Anyway, let's leave that. I'm still drinking my Soldier On coffee all the way from Belfast. Thanks, Brian. I do appreciate these brews. They're lovely. It's real good coffee, that as well. And for those asking me, Trevor, how does it work? Right, whenever you get your bag of coffee, right, and you cut it open, I put mine into a container, right, and you get a scoop. The scoop that comes with the coffee. 3 full scoops is what you need for a coffee. 3 full scoops. And I don't know why I do this, but I do. I boil the kettle, but I don't pour the hot water in straight away. I don't. So I have my scoops in. 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds after the water's boiled, I then pour it in. And I leave it in there, probably up to about 5 minutes to let it filter properly, and then it tastes beautiful. Just thought I'd let you know that, because someone did ask me. Anyway, listen. Thanks for sticking with the channel. People still don't understand what's going on with this Ukraine thing. They really don't. If you understand war, you understand the complexity. You understand that it costs a fortune. You understand that freedom isn't free. You must understand that whenever we are sending away billions and billions of pounds and giving it to another country, that money's having to come from somewhere. So see, whenever, for instance, you have factory workers working around the clock to produce munitions, you're basically taking away their wages. Imagine taking away a factory worker's wages for 50 years and saying you'll get it back in 50 years' time. Because that's what you do when you send your money abroad. So what happens is we get higher taxes to pay the wages of the people that we've just give all their wages away to abroad. And that's why things are going through the shit. So we need to stop it. Stop giving our money away. Anyway, listen. Thanks for sticking with me, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. And I did pass on all your regards to Fiona. I spoke to her last night, actually. I don't know what Fiona's made of. The same stuff as Graham. I never got my head around Graham, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, he's a brilliant guy, love him to pieces. But I just don't understand how. And listen, I actually had a conversation with Graham about 4 days ago, all right? But 3 days ago, maybe. How a man facing end of life was so chilled and calm. So chilled and calm, and having conversations with me, and I don't know how I would deal with that. I don't think I'm as strong as Graham. I don't think I'm as strong as him. I really don't. One of the last things he said to me, and one of the last things he said to me in our last conversation was, Zelensky's a con man. And I was like, yeah, I know. But yeah, so there we go. Yeah. But Fiona's super strong, isn't she? So yeah, I'll pass on my regards next time I speak to her, if I get a chance to, anyway. I mean, if I get a chance to before the end of the weekend, obviously. But listen, stay safe, everyone. And remember, there's more important things out there. It brings things home, doesn't it? That there's more important things out there. And the most important thing out there, truthfully, is your family. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Stay safe.